Hi, this is Dr. Stowski with another edition of Wisecracks. This is our video home survival series. And we know that a lot of people are at home right now for the next several weeks, and everybody's trying to self-quarantine themselves to try to help stop the spread of this virus. And because our office can only see people on a very limited basis, really just for emergency situations, we thought we'd try to make some sense of what's going on. Now, I don't know if you've ever wondered why sometimes some people, like colds and flus, they go around. Sometimes a husband gets it, sometimes a wife gets it, sometimes the whole family gets it. Same thing with this virus right now that's going on. Do you ever wonder why some people get it? Some people get so sick that they end up on a respirator or a ventilator. Sometimes people just have mild symptoms. Sometimes people have no symptoms, even if they have this bug. And it really all comes down to how your immune system functions. Now, the immune system is that system inside of our body that helps fight off invaders. For instance, bacteria, viruses, protozoa, just all these different things, chemicals, toxins that come in our body. And our immune system has to recognize that that's a toxin or that's a threat and get rid of it. Now, the healthier your body is, the stronger your system is, the less likely you are to succumb to one of these problems. That's why the flus can go around. So many people can get them, but then so many people don't get them. Or a cold comes around, someone gets a little bit of sniffle, someone's bedbound for 10 days. So again, it's really how strong your immune system is. So what are some of the things we can do to help strengthen that? Now, the chiropractic part, which is something we really can't do for the next couple of weeks anyway, while this quarantine is taking effect, the whole deal with how the chiropractic adjustment helps your immune system is really your brain, your nervous system helps control every single function of every cell, tissue, organ in your body, including your immune system. So your brain has to send messages through your spine, out through the nervous system to get to all these different parts. And when your brain can talk to your immune system and regulate it, your body gets to work better and has a higher defense. Now, if something's going on in your spine and there's stress in your spine, that affects how your brain can talk to your immune system. Your brain has to send messages down, and messages from the immune system have to come back up to the brain to give it feedback. And if there's some static going on there, that can compromise your immune system. So it's not that chiropractic cures or makes your immune system necessarily fight these things off, or all of them off, but it can help allow that communication system to work better so that your brain can control your immune system and you have a better likelihood of fighting these diseases off. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stress going on these days. Now, what is stress? Well, stress is oftentimes worrying about things you can't control. Now, stress, what does it affect? It affects your brain, which is your hard drive, your main computer here. So if your hard drive, your main computer that runs every system in your body is off and it's fuzzy, that's going to affect how strong your body is, not only physically, mentally, emotionally, and immunologically as well. So what are some of the things we can do to help relieve stress? One, of course, is exercise. The weather is changing now. It's really be a great idea to get outside, breathe some fresh air, walk around, get some sunshine, especially vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is a very, very important vitamin. And it's one of its main importance is because your body can't self-produce it. So it has to get it from either the sun or from a supplement. Now, supplements can provide some, but really the best way our body can generate vitamin D is from sunlight. So if you can get outside, vitamin D is extremely important in how your immune system functions. They think that's one of the reasons why during the fall, winter, and spring, that's why there's so many more colds and flus going on, because especially people here in the Midwest, we lack the sunshine, which lowers our vitamin D, and most people that live in the Midwest are deficient in vitamin D. So get outside and walk around. So that's not only going to help your vitamin D increase, but it's also going to give you that exercise, pumping the blood through your body, getting the fluids moving, getting the muscles to relax, getting some exercise. We all know that after you do some exercise, especially light exercise for longer periods of time, you just feel better. The next part is sleep. So how can we sleep better? Again, trying to control what we're thinking about, watching the media, being on Facebook all the time, seeing all the different posts and all the worrisome things. Now, there's a lot of truth out there, and of course there's a lot of misinformation, and sometimes it's really hard to try to decipher what is truth and what is misinformation. So the more stuff you put in your brain to give it to try to decipher that, the more stress your body has, the more stress your brain has, the more it affects your body. Then you go lay down at night and you wake up, or you can't go to sleep because you're thinking about all these things. All these things keep running through your head. So it's best to try to limit your social media, limit your news exposure, so you don't stress out your brain. Now, stressing out your brain, you lay down at night, what's another important way to keep your body strong? And that's sleep. So how can we sleep properly and have a good night's sleep if we're stressed and we're worried? And so you can see how these things all compound on each other and really create an environment that weakens our body, because we're not getting sleep, we're not getting exercise, we're not getting vitamin D, we're not getting our chiropractic adjustments. Now our systems become weaker and weaker. And it's a lot easier for something from the outside to come inside of our systems and to take up housekeeping inside of us. So viruses are more likely to be able to take a foothold inside of us and grow. Same with bacteria if our bodies are weak. Remember, it's the soil that allows something to grow. So if your soil is inside here is weak and allows things to grow, it's going to be really hard to stay healthy. Now, if you keep your body strong and resistant to these outdoor things that can come into you, then your body's going to be a much better chance of being healthy and fighting off these diseases. So the last part I want to talk about is the cells and the part of our body that we do have. How can we also make that stronger? And that's how with the foods that we eat. So I know it's a lot easier now to grab those snacks and grab all those other things, because people do a lot of stress eating. They sit on the couch, they sit around. Some people can even be bored, and that allows people to eat more. So eating those snacks, eating the carbohydrates, the sugars, the processed foods, that's going to all weaken your body. I had an example. My son's birthday was a couple days ago, and I had to run over to Kroger just to get a little cake. And I thought, well, it's ice cream. Let's get a little ice cream for that. I know it's not the healthiest food, but it's his birthday. So I went to the ice cream aisle, and even though Kroger had all the produce out there, the ice cream aisle was completely empty. So that tells me that a lot of people probably took ice cream home and they're binge eating that kind of stuff. So trying to lower your sugar intake, lower that carbohydrate intake, replenishing your body with good fuel so that your body can take that fuel and actually not only energize your body, but rebuild its tissues. So exercise, eating right, sleeping properly, getting chiropractic adjustments, and lowering your stress levels can really make a difference to help you through this next couple weeks, because I tell you what, this is going to pass. Once it passes, everybody's going to be back to hopefully their normal activities soon. We want to come back stronger, more vibrant, more healthy than ever. So thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk to you next time.